Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 18th episode of the CT Cloud Podcast. This is your host, Kade Herbert. Today, we're going to be talking with Ben Rife, who is the president, CEO, and founder of Bullfrog Group, and digging a little bit into the international reach that Bullfrog is looking for when they decided to partner up with CallTower. So let's go ahead and get into the interview. Ben, tell me a little bit about your background and your role at Bullfrog, as well as what Bullfrog does, what your superpower is at Bullfrog.
Sure. So I'm Ben Rife. I founded Bullfrog out of my basement a little over 20 years ago. Over the past couple of years, we've gone on to become the leading provider of Cisco WebEx calling and contact center for small and mid-sized businesses across the U.S. and Canada. And really, I'm the chief WebEx evangelist. So
Very cool. Yeah, no, we need evangelists in this business, right? You got to make sure that once people have the tools that they need, that they use them properly, and you get that adoption out there. So you have very critical roles. Sounds like. Plus, founding Bullfrog, I mean, that's that true American entrepreneurial spirit. So we appreciate that, and congratulations, by the way, on Bullfrog. It's kind of it's a great success, and we wish you more successes as things go on.
thank you.
So what were some of the maybe issues and challenges that motivated you to make the move to Call Tower from your previous providers?
So as a service provider, we had other relationships, other wholesale relationships with other providers, but we needed a wholesale PSTN provider that could provide international coverage for our multinational clients. We also needed a solution that would scale with larger companies that maybe had a lot of DIDs, but not a lot of usage.
Right, right. Well, that makes sense to go with Call Tower because we've both historically and especially recently have expanded to a lot of international territories, and we're just making more leaps and bounds out there than ever before, and it's something that we've been focusing a lot, especially since the pandemic started. We've been like just on this expansion rollout, and it's been working out really well for us. So we're glad that we could work with companies like Bullfrog to really make that international presence great, and to make the solution work for you guys. I know that scaling is kind of tricky. So we're glad that we've kind of on some level cracked that, and we're able to keep moving forward. So those were the primary factors that went into the decision to choose Call Tower. Um, Service availability by country, and then you also mentioned that the cost, the dollars, right?
Yeah, so when we made a decision to expand and set up shop in Canada, we opened up an office in Calgary, Alberta, and we found that there weren't a lot of options. And so our relationship with Call Tower really paid off there as well, being able to service the entire country. And then, of course, many of those companies have business subsidies in the U.S. or branch offices overseas, and so Call Tower has enabled us to be able to support those locations as well.
Fantastic. Yeah, know Calgary well. I spent a little time in there recently. I have my wife, some of my wife's family's from there, so it's cool to see some of the connections, and that we can really make the international coverage work on a ground level for you guys. So that's fantastic to hear. Since you made the big change over to Call Tower, how have the results been? Have things been good for the most part?
So I will tell you that my teams have given me a lot of positive feedback. So my provisioning team, who is onboarding our customers jointly with Call Tower, they have enjoyed the project management provided by your team when it comes to number porting. And so that's been a very big part of our success. It is just the enablement of the number porting, making it seamless. And so my sales team, they have enjoyed being able to close many more deals because of the coverage, primarily in Canada and the UK and other places like that. And then finally, probably most importantly, is our customers have benefited from a reduced total cost of ownership. And so it's just a win-win-win.
Fantastic. That's what we love to hear. Have there been any challenges with Call Tower, either during the cutover or after the cutover?
So yes, we were warned. We were originally with Call Tower or with OneStream, and
Yes,
we were
yes,
made
yes.
aware that Call Tower was acquiring OneStream, that there would be some delays and changes in the way we work together. And while that was not good news, we
Right.
definitely expected we experienced some miscommunication, some delays to current projects. However, senior leadership from Call Tower stepped in. They met with me and they pledged their commitment to getting it right. and that's exactly what they've done. And so we continue to work very closely every day with Laura Martin. I have to mention Laura; she's our channel director, and
Yeah, huge shout out to Laura.
she is
She's
proven to be a real asset for our team. And so if she ever decides that she doesn't want to work at CallTower, we've got a home for her here.
excellent. That's good to hear.
It's been so, Kate. It's been a good partnership and one that will enable us to double our business into the next 12 to 24 months.
Oh, fantastic. That's what we love to hear, of course. And I know that escalation can be a really tricky thing, especially in the tech space. It's hard to sometimes make the next step up and get your projects moving forward with the people who need to see it. And I feel like Call Tower is a company that puts escalation at the forefront of a lot of our service expectations. On our website, you have escalation instructions to escalate all the way up to Brett England, who's our CEO. Like we really try to make an effort to make sure that escalation is a crucial, critical, and functional part of our service model. So I appreciate knowing that that system works. If there's a problem, if there's delays, and they can be anticipated, especially we can get that escalated and take care of our customers and our clients' needs. So it's really good to hear a real world example of that happening. So I appreciate that a lot.
Good.
Well, Ben, I think that's all the questions I've got for you. I thank you so much for taking a few minutes today to talk with us and talk about your experience with Call Tower, warts and all. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much, and we'll talk with you next time.
You got it. Thanks, Kate.
That'll be it for us today here at the CT Cloud Podcast. Feel free to like and subscribe when you want to get notifications about the CT Cloud Podcast and when we get new episodes up. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll look forward to seeing you next time.